What is the usefulness of beet juice? Why is it better to drink the juice than to eat the vegetable itself? Does it have any contraindications? And in what cases is beet juice necessary? Today we will talk about this folk remedy and the latest medical research of its properties. What is special about beets? This root vegetable, compared to many other vegetables, contains especially a lot of vitamin B9, iron and betaine. It also contains sodium, calcium, magnesium, iodine, potassium, phosphorus, copper, vitamins A, C, PP and bioflavonoids. Add to that folic acid and quartz, minerals that are responsible for rejuvenating body cells. The composition is not only rich, but also diverse, which determines the variety of medical applications of beets. How does beet help the body? First, it is able to have a complex effect on the cardiovascular system. B vitamins in its composition contribute to the formation of red blood cells, thinning the blood, and iron is involved in the production of hemoglobin. In general, beet juice improves vascular tone, dilates blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and cleans blood vessels from blood clots and cholesterol plaques. By the way, American scientists recently proved that when beet juice is consumed by patients with heart failure, they have increased endurance. The heart better absorbs oxygen, and this improves myocardial contractile function. The second important property of beet juice is to cleanse the body. Beets contain a lot of pectin, which makes it the best friend of our intestines. And a number of chemical elements in the composition of this root crop, and its juice binds heavy metals and radionuclides, not allowing them to be absorbed in the intestine. Third, betaine, which is abundant in beet juice, is responsible for fat metabolism in the body and protects liver tissue from degeneration into fat. Given that beets affect the absorption of a number of vitamins, as well as the processing of fats and the production of hemoglobin, its regular use contributes to the overall strengthening of the body, improves the functioning of the brain and nervous system, and protects against degenerative processes at the cellular level. The antioxidants in beets reduce the risk of tumors. Why is the juice better than the root vegetable? Like most vegetables, beets lose their properties after heat treatment. Therefore, it is better to consume this vegetable raw. But this option is not to everyone's taste. Juice wins not only for its taste, but also for its concentration. It contains all the useful substances that in a whole beet, only in a much greater concentration. By the way, in the old days, beet juice was used to make paint, and the girls thought that it rejuvenates and even improves mood and attractiveness. This belief is not without reason, because beet juice is still used today as a supplement to hormonal therapy in women who have entered the menopause. How to prepare beet juice correctly? The healing properties and safety of using this juice directly depend on compliance with the requirements for its preparation. First, beet juice must stand before use. Sustain it for 2 or 3 hours after pressing. This is to volatilize essential compounds, which are rich in beet. In the process of settling will precipitate, which should not be drunk. Secondly, you cannot drink it concentrated, especially at first, when the stomach is not used to this drink. This can lead to irritation of the gastric mucosa, as well as dizziness and weakness. In order to avoid such consequences, beet juice is diluted with carrot or orange juice. In general, any juice that you like will do. The main thing is that it should be natural, freshly squeezed and without added sugar. The proportion of a mixture of beet and other juices is 4:1. But in the first few intakes, you can start with a predominance of other juice, gradually increasing the proportion of beet juice. You can also use boiled water to dilute the beet juice. And the third rule: try to drink this juice in small portions. This is due to the fact that it can cause allergies, so it is important to start with small doses to make sure that there are no negative manifestations of its intake. Over time, the dose is brought up to 150 milliliters at a time and up to half a liter per day in 3 or 4 intakes. Who will be harmed by the juice? In addition to those people who are allergic to beets, this juice is contraindicated for stomach ulcers, low blood pressure, as well as urolithiasis. If you have kidney problems, excessive consumption of beets increases the risk of urinary tract stones forming. Have you tried this juice? In what diseases has it proved useful?